Yeah, still on the election matter, the rigging matter as it is, we'll say, well, you're listening to Independent TV 7 as the headline, which says the tribunal judgment. Now, Barrister Agbakoba realized that Peter Obi cannot prove any rigging, which is coming from Onopasa. Now, to the subject matter. As it is, I will say, a tribunal hearing petitions challenging the result of the 2023 presidential election is presently underway in Abuja. On Monday of this week, the 5-judge election petition panel began hearing the petition filed by Mr. Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar. A Nigerian lawyer and the chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, Jesu Tega Onokpasa, has declared that Mr. Peter Obi cannot prove that the election was rigged, as the tribunal continues to hear complaints by the opposition parties. And now, during an exclusive interview with TVC News, Onokpasa claimed that even the country's most seasoned attorney, Barrister Olisa Agbakoba, has concluded by that Obi and what he said about the rigging statement. I don't know, but according to Barrister Olisa Agbakoba, he has concluded that Obi cannot prove this case. Pay attention to him. Prove would be the major issue. If you are alleging rigging, you will show the rigging for what it was. Now, according to Attorney Olisa Agbakoba, it was obvious to him that Obi had no ability to prove the rigging. This is why, when he laid out his priorities as if he were in charge of agenda planning, he proposed 3 matters for the court to consider. Now, he argued that the United States legal system should decide the drug case. Okay. Now, then he argued again that the court should decide if Kashim Shettima's nomination as Asiwaju Tinubu's running mate is legal. It's all a matter of taking a chance. Okay. Now, according to this article, we have so many comments, so many debaters, so many commentators. As it is, they want to speak about what the rigging is all about. But I don't really know. On this note, there is an highlight. According to what is being read here, it says pay attention to him. Proof will be the major issue if you are alleging rigging. Okay, that's from the headline. You will show the rigging for what it was. According to Attorney Olisa Agbakoba, it was obvious to him that Obi had no ability to prove the rigging. This is why, when he laid out his priorities as if he were in charge of the agenda planning, he proposed 3 matters for the court to consider. Now, he argued that the United States legal system should decide the drug case. Then he argued also that the court should decide if Kashim Shettima's nomination as Asiwaju's or Tinubu's running mate is legal. It is all a matter of taking a chance. Now, the highlight is that now the drug case. He argued that the United States legal system should decide the drug case. Now we're talking about rigging. Now there is another matter coming up as far, drug case. You could remember in 1993-94 thereabout, Tinubu was involved in drug case, which he admitted, not because he has done something criminal, but we believe illicit drugs is illegal as far as the constitution is concerned, and as far as democracy also is concerned, and as far as Tinubu's reputation is concerned. I would say Tinubu is now the president. Either we leave it or have it, or either we want to blackmail him. According to the commentary, so many commentators here, they're trying to hear their opinions, and let's see what they have in stock as it is. according to Vincent Osawere, under the outline, it says, if you listen to Obi, he already accepted defeat, or is accepting defeat gradually. He went all out to rob Atiku the victory. Okay, now I can't imagine the way the Igbo think you believe Hausa, Fulani. You have been calling cows for the past 8 years, would vote for you. Or is it Yoruba you always hated that will abandon their son and vote for Obi? Now, according to what this person is saying, if we would look inwardly, we'll see that though the Yoruba like the Igbos, in other words, but because in support of Peter Obi, and due to what Lagos is concerned about when it comes to Yoruba and the Igbos, he said the Igbos, they are in conflict with Yoruba, or the Igbos did not mobilize themselves, either to vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president, or rather, is it the Oba of Lagos that has another narrative, or the Igbos has another narrative. Ultimatum will be reached as soon as all this court appeal will verdict or verdicts be laid. But notwithstanding, someone says you are blessed beyond any cause without any sentiment, and that is the truth. Now Awori Adewale, saying I just pity Obi can Obi win, or there. Okay, let me read it again. He said I just pity Obi can win election in this country. I know what I'm saying. Hausa Fulani will never vote Obi, and Yoruba, how can one tribe hate other tribes? That's what I'm saying. Now, if we look inwardly vividly and go back to the antecedents between the Igbos and the Fulani or the Hausas during 1967, between 1967 and 1970, which was the Biafra War, things that have been done, sentiments and let me say, tribalism, or I don't know what, submission will give to this, but we believe there was a Biafra war, and the argument came in, one after another, thereabout. Igbos are this, the Hausas are this, the Fulani are the minority, the Yorubas are just cowards. We've had so many narratives, and if we base on that narrative, I believe Nigeria still will not move forward. Because loving one another and accepting or tolerating one another and giving chance to God to lead us through is what will make Nigeria a greater nation, a better country, even better than all other European countries or developed countries that we know and we see their antecedents and their work. Nigeria, infrastructurally, I would say Nigeria is on the height or the verge, but in a nutshell, we said foundation is not solid. Then if the foundation is not solid, what does the righteous do? There will be atamo. There will be they say. And Francis, on his own note, he said when the court ordered Independent National Electoral Commission INEC to allow Obi's legal team to inspect materials used for the elections, how many of those evidences did INEC or did any agency release, especially in the Independent National Electoral Commission? Now the question is, it is unimaginable or answer that, and stupid for you to withhold evidence and still tell us we can't prove it. We won the election. May the word of God come. Well, who won the election? Who won the election? The candidate that was announced as the president, which is the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has been declared the winner. But the issue of rigging, drug, whatever, should be left behind. Let's allow Tinubu to move with his, administration, because we believe that the Muhammadu Buhari administration has, faulted, especially the Fulanis, the Hausas, because he did not carry them along. And what it is what it is. And I believe God will lead us through. Without mincing word, without, talking too much, let's believe that God will answer all our prayers. I'd like you to share your views in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and press the notification icon, bell icon, to get more notification. You are listening to Independent TV 7. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.